In an unprecedented crackdown, Turkish authorities have moved to strip citizenship from 451 foreign investors who thought they'd found a shortcut to Turkish passports. This enforcement campaign is unveiling an underworld where organized crime intersects with the world of investment migration, serving as a stark warning to anyone considering citizenship through real estate investment programs around the globe. Welcome back to the Liberty Mundo channel, where we help high net worth individuals protect their assets, secure multiple citizenships, and legally minimize taxes. Visit libertymundo.com and get in touch for personalized strategies. When Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya made his announcement, it sounded like something lifted straight from a crime thriller. Police operations across 19 provinces have led to more than 100 arrests and the seizure of a staggering array of assets: over 1,000 apartments, dozens of vehicles, land parcels, and multiple corporate entities, including holding companies and joint stock firms. At the core of this network sat one man, identified only as M.A., who masterminded a complex scheme of sham property transactions. Here's how the scam worked. Investors appeared to pay the required investment threshold to qualify for citizenship, but behind closed doors, around $80,000 would be quietly returned to their pockets through secret cash exchanges. This was no accident. In fact, it looks like a significant number of these investors weren't duped at all. Industry insiders say that many knowingly sought out these loopholes, wanting the benefits of Turkish citizenship while sidestepping the required outlay. They made a bet that Turkish authorities wouldn't notice. That bet has now gone spectacularly wrong. The investment migration industry in Turkey has seen the warning signs for years. Legitimate firms recount cases where prospective clients approach them looking to access these kinds of under-the-table deals. The best operators refused, knowing full well that helping clients defraud the government would ultimately destroy their business and their reputations. The fraudulent arrangements took advantage of a critical flaw in Turkey's old property valuation system. At the time, bank appraisal officers had massive influence over the property values used in citizenship applications, creating opportunities for manipulation and bribery. Some even speculate that authorities allowed this weakness to persist intentionally, waiting for criminals and opportunistic investors to expose themselves before lowering the hammer. Today, thanks to reforms, valuation duties are handled by the Capital Markets Board, using systems that assign cases at random and eliminate the possibility for targeted manipulation. But for hundreds of investors and their families, these changes came too late. While those who bent or broke the rules now face justice, the legitimate players in Turkey's citizenship-by-investment market are left cleaning up the mess. The scandal has cast a long shadow over an industry where the vast majority of operators play by the rules, conduct thorough due diligence, and comply with laws carefully. To make matters worse, this crackdown has come at a time when many genuine applications are being rejected or delayed for reasons as minor as paperwork errors, misfiled documents, incorrectly declared sources of funds, or even mistakes in how a bank transfer is described. These innocent mistakes are nothing compared to systematic fraud, yet genuine investors get stuck in bureaucratic limbo while criminal operators previously sailed through the process. This double standard highlights a worrying issue in citizenship and residency programs globally. Bad actors can often find ways to work around weak spots in the system, while honest applicants wind up facing increasing scrutiny. The challenge for governments is figuring out how to make their programs tough enough to catch and deter would-be fraudsters without making legitimate investment feel impossible. What's happening in Turkey sends a loud and clear signal that will echo around the world. Investment migration programs everywhere face similar risks, especially those using real estate as the main pathway. When you bring together big sums of money, international transactions, and the high-value reward of citizenship, you create an environment that's irresistible to organized crime. Real estate programs in particular are open to abuse. Property values can be artificially inflated. Chains of ownership can get murky, and the movement of money can be disguised through deals that look legitimate on paper. Throw in all the parties involved, developers, agents, lawyers, and sometimes even officials, and you multiply the risk of corruption. Expect to see regulators and governments everywhere reassessing their programs in light of Turkey's example. Any country that's selling citizenship or residency through investment will be looking for similar vulnerabilities. And international bodies monitoring financial crime will point to this case as evidence that these programs need stricter oversight. The industry now sits at a critical turning point. For anyone considering citizenship or residency through investment, the lessons from Turkey are clear. If an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Citizenship is an immensely valuable asset, one that no government hands out at a discount, at least not legally. Anyone promising a shortcut is likely walking you directly into fraud. Working with established, reputable firms is more important than ever. Some real estate firms treat citizenship services as a way to boost their sales, lacking the legal expertise required to do things properly. It's not always about intentional fraud. Sometimes it's pure incompetence that ruins an application or drags an investor into trouble. But ignorance won't save you from the consequences. It's also vital to understand that citizenship acquired through dishonest means can be revoked at any point, even years after you think you've secured your new life. Among the 451 investors losing their Turkish citizenship, some had settled into new homes, started businesses, and enrolled their children in schools. Now, all of that is collapsing, simply because they took a shortcut and underestimated the government's resolve. The events in Turkey are a reminder that citizenship is more than just a commodity. It's membership in a national community, with rights and responsibilities attached. Revocations have become increasingly common globally, and those seeking citizenship through investment must work with real experts from the very start to avoid future problems. If you want to reduce your taxes to single digits, make your assets impossible for anyone to touch, and gain more freedom with second citizenships, get in touch with Liberty Mundo and book a consultation call. We will help you develop a complete blueprint to organize your life to safeguard your wealth and your freedom. Follow the link in the description for more details. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.